CEO of Web3 Enabler, the company that is bringing cryptocurrency and blockchain transactions to traditional corporations. We've had an exciting week, and we're excited to be here on Monday working on our new platforms and our new opportunities. For those who don't know, last week was Art Week in Miami. We participated in a bunch of events and learned what people were doing in the Miami area all around NFTs. Imagine my pleasure when, to end the weekend, a friend showed me over this post over on X. It is talking about Combinators, what they're looking for in their winter 2025 cohort. One of the categories they've identified is stablecoins. And what's really exciting as a stablecoin provider is to see recognition by legitimate major players like this. So category 1, build platforms for businesses to hold and manage stablecoins. That sounds exactly like the Web3 wallet we just started on development. So we know we've got an advantage over the Y Combinator guys who are going to come into other areas of the market. 2, create tools that make it easy for developers to integrate stablecoin payments. That's the core of blockchain payments and other Web3 enabler technologies. We build things, we handle the base use cases for you, and then we enable your Salesforce developers to really build from there. So we're really excited to see some recognition for this. 3, build systems for banks to issue their own stablecoins. Paxos is a partner of ours, or a budding partner of ours. We are starting the process with them to get it in before year end. They have the platform for enabling banks to issue stablecoins. They handled PayPal's. What are we going to do? We make it easy for those companies to do it, and we'll unveil it on Financial Services Cloud, which is used by banks around the world. 4, develop infrastructure for cross-border stablecoin payment and remittances. Well, we're not an infrastructure play, but we're the end user play on that. We're really excited to work with our partner Bridge, who's really got the infrastructure there, some of the other oones. So it's really exciting to see some recognition in the larger world around us of this great opportunity. So here's what's really fun about that. Y Combinator's for the insiders, and they're going to go and place things. But we're available with a crowdsource. You can see the link in the upper left to go to our campaign, or you can type it in if you're watching this on your phone. So what's really exciting as we look at this is all these great opportunities. We started this week really digging into the development on the Web3 wallet. We're still aiming to get an MVP out by year end, beginning of January at the latest. And our Sales Cloud add-on is about to enter security review. We've got all the process done. We've got everything built out. We are populating some demo cases later today and sending it on. Now, it usually takes Salesforce 2 to 6 weeks to do a security review for an add-on like this. Might be a little longer for the holidays, but we're excited that beginning of next year, you'll be able to use our Sales Cloud add-on. Now, for those that are not in the weeds of the Salesforce process to understand what this means, blockchain payments is designed to be cloud agnostic. That means you can use it with any Salesforce instance, anywhere from just a Force.com platform to a fully, health cloud, manufacturing cloud, industry-specific cloud. So we think that that's really exciting. But we also know that the main base use case is going to be Sales Cloud. So we built it this way to take advantage of Salesforce's new 2GP development process. And so what will happen is you'll install blockchain payments, and then you'll put the free add-on for Sales Cloud if you're a Sales Cloud company, or the free add-on for Commerce Cloud if you're a Commerce Cloud company, or both if you're using both. And what these little add-ons do is they connect us deeper into the areas of the Salesforce Cloud that you want to use. So we could easily see ones being built out for Health Cloud or Manufacturing Cloud, anywhere where they need a tighter integration into the Salesforce core objects. But blockchain payments remains the core licensing use. Now, how does the Web3 wallet play into this? Well, we have the MVP open source one sponsored by Circle that's going to be focused on the EVM networks and the Solana network that are supported by Circle programmable wallets. And then we plan to kind of roll that into our suite of software, working with the XRP Foundation to add XRP, as well as working with our team of Bitcoin experts to roll in the UTXO engine. Bitcoin maxis will talk about how Bitcoin is the only one with any use case. I think that for the use cases that the Bitcoin world is focused on, they're 100% correct. But what they're missing is all the other cases. We think that there's huge opportunities for supporting cross-border business, and Bitcoin is just not the right platform for that. It's slow. It takes about 12 minutes to run, 10 to 12 minutes to run a transaction through. Traditionally, you wait for 6 confirmations, which takes an hour. That's not bad if you're otherwise doing larger transfers, but it's not good for a short-term deal. Like, you wouldn't want to check out on e-commerce with Bitcoin. Doesn't mean Bitcoin doesn't have a huge role to play. It's the largest market cap for a reason. But there's other areas where you're going to want to integrate between blockchain and the traditional finance world. For things like e-commerce checkout, we think that some of the best use cases are going to be the Ethereum or Solana networks. We think that Circle and USDC, as well as Ripple and RLUSD, are going to offer huge promise on the EVM families of networks to do quick e-commerce transactions. Base is really making a real move to be the cheap roll-up source there. So I think that that's really exciting. Then you have the traditional finance world where you're going to have TradFi companies that are, of course, going to be using more and more blockchain, but they're not necessarily going away. The idea that the stock market goes away tomorrow is absurd. The existence of electronic trading has changed the way the New York Stock Exchange looks, but companies still trade their stocks on the New York Stock Exchange. The relevant factor is really the use of those real world assets, and really it is how the general public is protected and the SEC compliance and all of that. So we don't see this as an either or. We see real world assets as a great use case for blockchain. We also see TradFi interconnectivity as a great use for blockchain. We're really excited to see the revolutionary changes getting pushed out in the XRP ledger that are really focused on traditional finance type applications, interbank transfers, intercompany wires, essentially, having the ability to replace the last vestiges of checks in their memo fields and everything. XRP Ledger, fantastic, and our friends over there are doing great work. And we're really excited for the world that RLUSD at Ripple is going to really enable for that. For some of the more e-commerce-y type solutions, it'll be interesting, but I think Base and Circle are really strongly positioned to do that. And a way you'll be able to swap between Circle and Ripple is going to really determine how well this all works out here. I also don't see any reason that Ripple doesn't offer RLUSD on Base. Not at initial launch, but there's no reason to think they won't go there. So we're really excited, and we see that this world is going to enable several different areas of blockchain that are going to dominate in their area. And at Web3 Enabler, we think this is a huge opportunity. And that's why we're going to the public to raise money and inviting you to come and invest in us. What are we betting on? We are betting on the fact that corporations will continue to operate as they have for the last 50 years, which is continuing to build things into their systems of record and truth. ERP rollout started almost 30 years ago, and you don't see a major corporation that doesn't have an ERP solution. CRMs really became a corporate tool and not just a sales tool about 20 years ago. You see the lines between CRM and ERP are obviously blurring. Every ERP offers some CRM type solutions. CRMs are increasingly offering ERP type solutions. But either way, companies need a central area to manage their data and their source of truth. They're going to want blockchain for stuff that's publicly available, but they're still going to be able to want to keep their proprietary data secret. But you might see hybrids. We're excited to continue to work with and talk to the Filecoin development community. We expect to work with them to integrate Filecoin and IPFS into Salesforce and Zoho in the years to come. Why does that matter? A scenario where you can keep your data in the blockchain instead of the cloud, but still reference it in your system is going to be a huge improvement. Won't happen overnight, but the cloud took 10 years to go from businesses will never use it to everyone's on the cloud. You wouldn't consider building a server room for a small business today, but when I started my career, we all had them. You'd have an email server, you brought in a high-speed connection, all these things. Now you don't bother. Your data all lives in secure enterprise clouds, and you just bring in an internet connection to access it. Sure, this has the problem when the internet's out, it's a little harder to work, something that was not an acceptable solution 25 years ago. But knowledge workers working without the internet is kind of silly now, and you just tether it to your phone. So we're really excited for the world that we are building. And like I said, it was very validating to see this out of Y Combinator, to see them talking about building platforms for businesses to hold and manage stablecoins. That's describing Web3 wallet in a nutshell, and creating tools for developers, make it easy to integrate stablecoin payments, blockchain payments, our Sales Cloud integration and our Commerce Cloud integration plan for Q1. You couldn't define that even better. And for systems for banks to issue their stable coins, that's on our product list that we're doing for Financial Services Cloud. We are building the wallet monitoring system for the world of wealth managers, and we will be looking to integrate with stablecoin issuers for banks. So we see in the world that is coming across, a lot of the things that are handled by the Fed will get handled on blockchain with stablecoin issuances. We think a lot of the bank issuances will be held in stablecoin, receiving interest instead of necessarily sweeping in and out of reserve notes. And we're just going to create an abstraction layer where a local bank doesn't need to be maintaining a portfolio of, commercial paper and treasuries. They can focus on serving their customers and building what they need, and the stablecoin itself is an abstraction layer. So we're really excited. So if you see the blockchain coming to the commercial world, go to republic.com/web3-enabler and invest in us today. The minimum investment is only $100. Typical investments are around $1,000. We have some fives and tens, and would love to invite you to come in at that rate. But any area you'd come in at is you're welcome. We'd love to have you join us, and we'd love to work on giving you a great return on investment as you invest with us. So thank you. I look forward to continuing to update you and giving you guys all more information on this great opportunity that is Web3 Enabler and the technology platform on Salesforce. Thank you.